Hello, little learners. We are happy to have you join us on this exciting journey into the world of computers with binary brains, the language of computers. Grade 4, Lesson 6. In this lesson, we will revise scratch blocks, decision making, understanding the if then else block by playing a simple game, creating a game in Scratch. Sounds fun, right? Let's begin. First, let's revise scratch blocks. We have learnt about various blocks like the repeat block, forever block, repeat until block, and so on from the control block in the third standard. Let's create a few scripts and run them in the Scratch to revise the working of these blocks. Open the browser and type scratch.mit.edu/ in the address bar. Click on Start Creating. Choose any background and sprite. Click on Choose a Sprite icon and click on Choose a Backdrop icon in the Sprite Information panel to change the sprite or backdrop. Create scripts by dragging and dropping the blocks in the block menu on the coding area. We will first create a script using repeat block. From the Events block, drag When Go button clicked block and place it in the coding area. Similarly, drag the other blocks in the coding area and create the script as shown. Now, let's click on Go button and see the output. As per the script, on clicking the Go button, the sprite will say Dance with me once and move front and back and repeat it 5 times using the repeat loop to show a dance-like movement. Next, let's create another script using Forever block. From the Events block, drag When space key pressed block and place it in the coding area. Similarly, drag the other blocks on the coding area and create a second script as shown. Now, press the spacebar key to check the output. As per the script, the sprite will change its costume, and since we have used forever loop, it will continue doing so until the stop button is clicked. Lastly, let's create a script using repeat until block. From the Events block, drag When space key pressed block and place it in the coding area. Similarly, drag the other blocks on the coding area and create the script as shown. Again, press the spacebar key to see the output. As per the script, the sprite will move 3 steps and repeat this action until it touches the edge of the screen and then it will bounce back. Decision making. Imagine you are walking to a school and it suddenly starts to rain. You have to decide what to do next. If you have an umbrella, then you can open it. Else, you find a shade to stand under to avoid getting wet. This is called decision-making process. If-then statements. If. If is the condition we are checking. Then. Then is what we want to happen if the condition is true. For example, if you have an umbrella, then you open it. Condition if. This is the part where we are checking if you have an umbrella. If you have an umbrella, you will then decide what action to take next. Action. Then. Then you open it. Here, opening the umbrella is the action we will take if you have an umbrella. If we don't have an umbrella, we will take another action. Let us learn how decisions are made with the help of if-then statements. On Scratch, from Events block, drag When space key pressed block in the coding area. Click on the drop-down beside the space key in the block and select the left arrow option. From the Motion block, drag, go to a random position block and place it below the first block in the coding area. From the Control block, drag If-then block to the coding area and place it below the random position block. From the Sensing block, drag touching mouse pointer block and place it inside the If-then block. Now click on drop down beside the touching mouse pointer block and select Edge option. From the motion block, drag, glide 1 second to random position block and place it inside the if then block. Click on 1 and change to 3 seconds. Your final script should look like this. Whenever you press the left arrow key, the sprite will move to a random position on the screen. Continue pressing the left arrow key. If the sprite touches the edge of the stage, then it will glide to a random position on the stage for 3 seconds. Here, condition if touching edge is checking if the sprite is touching the edge of the stage. Action then glide 3 seconds to a random position is the action taken if the condition is true. Understanding the if then else block by playing a simple game. Students, recall the example given in the decision making section. If you have an umbrella, then you open it. Else, you find a shade to stand under to avoid getting wet. Condition if. If you have an umbrella, this is the part where we check to see if we have an umbrella. If the condition is true, meaning you do have an umbrella, you will follow one specific action. Action then. Then you open the umbrella. In this case, if you have an umbrella, you simply open it to protect yourself from the rain. Alternative action else. Else, you find a shade to stand under to avoid getting wet. If the condition having an umbrella is false, meaning you don't have an umbrella, you will take a different action. You will find a shade to stand under to avoid getting wet. Let us see how if then else statements are used to make decisions. Open Scratch. From the events block, drag when go button clicked block to the coding area. From the sensing block, drag, ask what's your name and wait block to the coding area and place it below the first block. Click on what's your name and type, write any two-digit number. From the control block, drag if then else block and place it below the ask block in the coding area. From the operators block, drag the greater than operator block and place it beside if in the if then else block. From the sensing block, drag the answer block and place it inside the first variable space inside the operator block. From the looks block, drag say hello for 2 seconds block and place it inside if else then block below if then. Click on hello and type answer is greater than 50. From the looks block, drag say hello for 2 seconds block and place it inside if else then block below else. Now click on hello and type as answer is lesser than 50. Your final script should look like this. Here, when you click the green flag that is also called a go button, you will be asked to enter any two-digit number. We will type number as 15 and press enter or click on the right tick icon. Answer is lesser than 50 is displayed for 2 seconds. Again, click on go button and enter the number as 60. Now we will see answer is greater than 50 is displayed for 2 seconds. Creating a game in Scratch. Students, we will create a simple maze game with the help of if-then block. Open the Scratch website, click on Stage, then click on the Backdrops tab, click on the Line tool. Drag the pointer and draw a maze as shown. Let's choose another sprite to mark as the end of the maze. Click on Choose a Sprite icon. Here we will choose Butterfly 1. We will reduce the size of both the sprites to fit in our maze. To reduce the size of the butterfly, click on Butterfly Edit the size to 40 in the sprite information panel. Repeat the same to reduce the size of the cat sprite. Drag and place the cat sprite at the entry point of the maze. Drag and place the butterfly sprite at the end point of the maze. Please ensure that the cat size is such that it does not touch the walls of the maze while playing the game. If you want to change the size, you can edit it to 20 or 25. Click on the cat sprite in the sprite information pane and then click on Code tab to write the script. Now, we will write the code which will enable the user to move the cat through the maze and reach the butterfly. The up arrow key will move the cat upwards. The down arrow key will move the cat downwards. The left arrow key will move the cat towards the left. And the right arrow key will move the cat towards the right. If the cat touches the wall of the maze, it will move back. And when the go button is pressed, the cat sprite will move to the start position again. From the events block, drag when go button clicked block to the coding area. Now from the motion block, drag go to XY block and place it below when go button clicked block. The values in the X and Y blocks are the values that state the current position of the cat sprite. It may be different values based on where your cat is on the stage. For the functions of the up arrow key, from the events block, drag when the space key pressed block and place it in the coding area. Place it separately independent from the other blocks in the coding area. Now click on the drop down beside the space and choose the up arrow. Every time you press the up arrow key, the cat sprite should move upwards by 10 steps. So from the motion block, drag change Y by 10 block and place it below the up arrow key pressed block. Now from the control block, drag if then block and place it below the change Y by 10 block. From the sensing block, drag touching color block and place it beside if in the if then block. Click on the color shown inside the touching color block and click on the dropper icon below. Hover over the walls of the maze and select the color of the maze. Click anywhere outside the coding area after selecting the color. Now, from the motion block, drag change Y by 10 blocks and place it inside the if-then block. Edit the value 10 to -20. We have created this script for up arrow key. Now let us create the scripts for the down arrow, right arrow and left arrow keys. You can right click on the script for the up arrow and select the duplicate option. And then drag and place the script on the coding area separately from the other scripts. You need to change the name of the arrow in the key pressed block. You also need to change Y by 10 and change Y by -10 blocks for the down arrow and left arrow. And in the if then block, change X by -20 for the right arrow and change X by 20 for the left arrow. After these changes are made, your final script should look like this. Now your Maze Runner game is ready. Click on the Go button to start playing. Use the arrow keys to make the cat reach the butterfly. If the cat touches the wall of the maze, then the cat will go back 20 steps. That's all for today, students. Hope you had fun learning more about Scratch. Want to test your brain? You can attend a quiz of this chapter on Dattam's website. Once you finish attending the quiz of all the chapters, you will receive a certificate. Scan the first QR code to visit Dattam's website or click on the link provided in the description box. Scan the second QR code to learn how to navigate to assessment page and access the quiz section on the website, or click on the link provided in the description box. You can also download this PPT from the Thumbs website. Great job, little genius! You have finished lesson 6. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next lesson. Happy learning!